What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my recipe of the week. Today I'm going to show you how to make some low carb, keto friendly brownies, so stay tuned. Okay, so these brownies are very simple to make and great as a snack throughout the day, great to add to your lunchbox, take to work and on the road. So we're using peanut butter, and that's 120 grams of peanut butter or half a cup of peanut butter. Then we're using cacao powder, and I'm using half a cup of cacao powder. Comes out at 50 grams. And then I put a teaspoon of cinnamon. That's completely up to you. You don't have to include it. I just like cinnamon, and there's obviously health benefits of cinnamon, lowers the blood sugar levels and so forth. And then I've used unsweetened chocolate chips. I've used 270 grams of those. I'll drop the link in the description because they're quite hard to find. Better to buy in bulk, they're a lot cheaper, and obviously you have them for other recipes. And then I've used some grass-fed goat butter, goat's milk butter, and I've used 70 grams of that. The reason being I don't have coconut oil. You can use coconut oil as a substitute for that, but I didn't have enough coconut oil in, only a small, tiny amount. And then I've got sweetener. I'm going to use 25 drops of the stevia, and that's to make obviously 15 servings, so it's quite spread out. And then 4 free-range eggs as well. I mean, you could probably substitute the eggs for something else, but I'm going to go with eggs purely because I want the protein and I want the good fats as well. And then you need a baking tray, and I'm going to line it with coconut oil. I'll show you how I do that. And I've used an electric blender, electric whisk, purely because it's a lot simpler. But you can use a normal one if you feel like you've got the manpower. I feel like a bit of a weakling right now. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to melt this together and then add the rest of the ingredients to it. I'm going to show you how I melt it. Some people melt it in a microwave, but I choose to melt it over a stove. I'll show you how I do that. Some people microwave it, but this is the way I do it. I put it over some water in a pan so that it's not completely full, and I put it in the mixing bowl that I'm going to use. You can put a lid on it, but I'm choosing not to. This will take about 5 to 10 minutes to melt. Once it's melted, you're going to wait a bit of time, maybe 5 minutes, for it to cool down slightly before adding the eggs, but I'll show you exactly how I do that in the next clip. So this is what the mixture looks like, the chocolate chips and the butter looks like when it's melted. And I was stirring it while it was melting. And be sure to let it cool down unless you want scrambled egg in your brownies, because if you add the eggs right now, they will scramble. I'm going to leave it for about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, just in order for it to cool down, and I'll check in the next clip and show you exactly what I do next. So I've let this mixture cool down. I'm going to add on all the ingredients and whisk together with this electric whisk. With the electric whisk, it's a lot better than using a hand whisk. You get it done faster, you get it done better, it goes more fluffy as well. Put it together now, and we'll show you what I do next. So it can be a bit messy, but you get this sort of consistency. It's very it just smells like brownies and it feels a bit like doughy, almost like a cookie dough. So just mix it up, make sure everything's well mixed. And now we're going to line the baking tray. You can put parchment paper down, but this is a non-stick baking tray, and this is specifically for brownies. So I'm going to line it with a bit of coconut oil, that bit of coconut oil that I do have. And then I'm going to put it in the oven for about 12 minutes, but constantly check on it. Just be wary that it could burn, so just stick around, don't go upstairs, don't leave the house, don't do anything that's too demanding, just stick around. I'm just going to put a teaspoon of coconut oil to line it. I will do a little bit over a teaspoon, and then I'm just going to put it in with my fingers. Don't worry, I have clean hands. I make sure I wash my hands just before I started making this and in between as well. So line it, I've got a bit left over, but I'm just going to leave that on there. Okay, so once that's on there, I want to put all the mixture in this, and then it goes in the oven. But I'm gonna make sure it's even. I'm just gonna show you exactly. I'm gonna put it down, lay it down, and then show you how it looks. About to put it in the oven. This is what it looks like. I patted it down with my hands to make sure it's even on all sides, and it's ready to go in the oven. The gas mark is 170 Celsius, and it's going to go in the oven for 12 minutes, but I'm going to eyeball it. I'm going to keep watching it, and I will show you how it looks when it comes out. Mog, be quiet. Brownies are done. I just taken them out of the oven and wait for them to cool down, probably for about 15 minutes. Then I'm going to cut them into 15 squares, so 5 sections and 3 along. I'm going to show you how I do that. So that recipe made a total of 15 brownies. And each brownie, macro-wise, 213 calories, 6 grams of protein, 9 grams of carbs, but 6 from fiber, so net carbs of 3 grams, very keto friendly, and you've got 17 grams of fat as well. You can replace the peanut butter with macadamia nut butter or almond butter. The reason I say that is because peanut butter can be consumed in small amounts. You're not going to like this, but it's really high in phytic acid, which can be hard on your digestive system. Also, butter you can replace with coconut oil to make a vegan alternative. I'll put that in the link below. And usually I am lactose intolerant, so butter, normal butter would affect me, but I used some grass-fed goat's milk butter, and that had little, well, actually no impact whatsoever. I took a little bite out of this, and generally has no impact as well, so I use it for frying steak sometimes as well. So I'm going to give this a taste test. Really good. One thing to note, I did change up the amount of sweetener, so I used 50 drops because I was just remembering this is a big mixture and it's 15 servings as well, so you can make it less like I said, but use 50 drops if you're using liquid stevia. If you're using crystal stevia, I reckon 1.5 tablespoons should be fine. I mean, obviously some people like it a lot more sweeter, but this is the perfect sweetness for me, but that was 50 drops, not 25. So bear that in mind. I'll put the full recipe below like I said, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it, and also if this is your first time to the channel, subscribe and turn on the bell notifications. Once a week I'll be posting a recipe, once a week a vlog style with a workout, and once a week a tip or benefits of video. So stay tuned, and until next time, keep pushing those limits.